Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're all good. I'm back on this channel after a much needed break. It says that my last video was 5 months ago, but that isn't true. I did make some videos a month ago, which I've now privated, and I want to talk about why I've privated those videos. It was mainly just Sims 3 videos. I want to talk about all of that. I want to talk about why I have quit playing The Sims 3, unfortunately. Some of you might be gutted to hear that. If you wanted more worlds from me, I apologise, but can't keep doing it. I need to break the cycle. I'll talk about all of that in this video, and just want to use this video to give you a channel update, but I also want to talk about Inzoi a little bit, as my opinions have changed a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. I'm just adding a new voiceover on top of this, as I have changed my mind about talking about Inzoi in this video. Instead, I'm going to be talking about it in the next part, just because this video ended up being 50 minutes long, and I don't think you guys will watch a video that long, especially of me just talking shit about video games. So I've split it up into 2 parts. Hope that's okay with you. But come back for the next part if you're really interested in my opinions about Inzoi. It's really not that deep. I'm just basically talking about the DLC that's come out and why my opinions have changed a little bit in certain places. So definitely come back for that part. But in this one, I'm just going to talk about The Sims 3, why I am no longer playing The Sims 3, and also just give you a channel update to what kind of videos I'm going to be making in the future. So I will get back to it. But anyway, I will get started, and I'll talk about my channel update first for you guys that have wondered where my Sims 3 videos have gone, why I've privated them. I also just want to talk about where I'm at with life simulation games, and then we'll talk about Inzoi. So you guys might find this interesting as life sim players to hear my opinions when it comes to just the life sim genre in general. I'm mainly going to be talking about The Sims, Paralyze, and Inzoi, because there's nothing else really out there. But I will get started and talk about my channel update. So recently I deleted my website and my Patreon, and I also deleted The Sims 3 from my computer, completely deleted it. Deleted it from my Steam library as well, where you have to repurchase the game in order to play it again. And there's nothing to do with the game. Well, it is a little bit, but it's not too much to do with the game. The only issues that I've really had with the game is just how laggy it is, and the graphics aren't really up to par with 2025. Do you know what I mean? When you're continuing to play such an old game, it kind of gets a bit repetitive and a bit boring after a while. You kind of compare it to newer games like Inzoi that's out, or Sims 4, and you wish that it kind of looked more like that, and you wish that there's a remaster that would come out, but I don't think EA is going to remaster The Sims 3. Don't think that'll happen, and they'll probably butcher it like they did with Sims 2 Legacy. But that is pretty much my issues with the game. It's nothing that's made me be put off completely. The thing that's really put me off is I'm just not enjoying it. I'm just not enjoying playing The Sims 3 anymore like I used to. I used to really, really love playing it and building in The Sims 3, and now I just don't enjoy it. I don't know if it'll ever return again, but this is why I deleted everything, because I didn't want to go through that same cycle yet again, because I've been going through this same cycle for years. Literally ever since The Sims 3 came out. I got it on the PlayStation 3 because I didn't have a PC when I was younger, and I was obsessed with the building stuff. And when I finally got a PC and realized that you could create your own world in The Sims 3, I was like, yes, that is right up my street, because I've always enjoyed doing that in games ever since I realized that you could do it. It started with a creator world, I think, with Sims 3 creator world. Maybe started with The Sims 2 create your own neighborhoods, but I never really fully tested that. I just played around with the edit world stuff, which I really enjoyed in The Sims 2. But then you could go up and beyond with The Sims 3 and actually create everything from scratch. And once I realized that you could do that in these games, I was like, I am a big fan of that. I don't know why, I just really enjoy creating the worlds and creating my own environments, and then building all of the lots the way that I want them to look, and then placing all of the Sims in there, all of the characters, and making machinimas and making fun stories and just seeing how it all plays out. That is what I've always really enjoyed out of life simulation games. Just playing with life, it's fun. It's just a bit of fun, and you get really creative, creating worlds and environments, getting inspiration from real life and even fantasy things. If you watch a TV show like Game of Thrones, or just something that takes you out of the realism of world, and you can actually create something so unique and different in a video game is the coolest shit ever. And a lot of people are a massive fan of doing this kind of thing. So that is what I've always enjoyed, and unfortunately I've just reached a point in The Sims 3 where I just don't enjoy it anymore. I just don't enjoy creating the world in The Sims 3. It's mainly to do with the whole process, like adding all of the terrain paint. I've got to do all of that, mess around, and adding the roads. You've got to really mess around with the Create a World tool. It's not like easy to use. It doesn't have the best interface. You've got to really fiddle around with it. I did get used to it. It's become second nature for me, but still I just lost my interest in it, just going through it all over again. And even when I've fully created the world, because the best part about it is once you've got all of your main stuff out of the way, like the terrain paints and the roads, and then you start placing it all down, that is the fun part. Like when you start landscaping it and placing your rocks and placing your lots. And maybe not so much the lots, because the lots take a long time to build. That's another thing that annoyed me, how long it takes to build just one lot in The Sims 3. It takes hours compared to The Sims 4, for example. It's very easy, very quick, everything's there. In The Sims 4, it's very easy to build in. It's just a catalogue that takes forever to go through in The Sims 4. That's the only problem. But it's very easy to build in, and I just wish that The Sims 3 had that, because it takes way too long to build just one lot in The Sims 3, which obviously put me off. And the whole process of like completing it is the best part, because once you've done it, you have this satisfaction feeling. You're like, I've finally done it, I've achieved something. That's what I felt when I did my Littlewood Haven world. I was so proud of it, so happy with the result. So I thought that I would have had that same kind of passion that I did when I made my first world, Littlewood Haven, when I made this new world, because I started to work on a new world, and that's what these new Sims 3 videos were about. I was making a new series, making a new world in The Sims 3, and just doing it all. I felt no passion for it at all. I felt no joy. Like, it literally felt like I was doing it for a chore. And I thought, right, I'll upload it onto YouTube and, do it as like a series, a 10-part series or whatever, and see if people are enjoying it. And unfortunately, nobody watched it. I had like 1,000 views, it's a lot of people, but it's not what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be similar to what my Sims 2 series had, similar to what the Littlewood Haven series had. I just wanted to get a bit more appreciation on it, and I thought that people would be more interested in it, but nobody watched it, so that kind of unmotivated me. And I just reached a point where I was continuing the world and I literally felt nothing. I felt no joy doing it, and I thought, I can't keep doing this. Once you're not having fun doing it, you need to stop, is my opinion. So I did, I stopped. I just completely stopped, and I remember just waking up one morning, and I don't know if this was self-sabotage or if this was just me just having enough. I just decided I've had enough of this cycle of continuing to keep coming back into The Sims 3 and trying to make worlds and just it not going anywhere. So I just deleted everything. I literally deleted my website, deleted Patreon, because that's where I mainly shared my Sims 3 worlds, and then I deleted all of the Sims 3 CC, mod saves, tray files, literally everything from my PC. No way that I can get any of that back. I even deleted the world files for Littlewood Haven, so that's completely gone. And I just got rid of it all just to break the cycle, just so I wouldn't be tempted to jump back into The Sims 3 again. And it's no hate on the game, it is an amazing game, and I will always treasure it. Like, it's such an amazing, innovative game that is definitely one of the best in the Sims franchise, in my personal opinion. And Sims 2 as well is like my second favourite. But I had to just break the cycle. It's as simple as that. I don't play the game either. That's why I had to just delete it all, because I don't even play it. I don't play in any of the other worlds. I was mainly playing in my own world, Littlewood Haven, but I wasn't even playing it properly. I was just testing the build and then playing it for a little bit and just realising that I don't enjoy life simulation games like I used to, making your sim get a job and making them find relationships. That shit does not interest me anymore in real life and in life simulation games. Like, that is very dull and very too realistic for me. I just don't enjoy any of that. I mainly just enjoyed the creative side of making the world and doing the builds, and when that started to not be fun anymore, that's when I realized that I think I've outgrown The Sims 3 completely. And I know that my opinions can change, like, not my opinions, but my mindset can change in like a few months or however long, in a year's time, and I'll be tempted to go back into The Sims 3 again and go through that same loop, that same cycle all over again, just for me to upload these videos onto YouTube and then get no views at all, and me to feel like shit again and feel like nobody's interested in my content anymore. I thought, I'm not going through that again. So that's why I deleted it all. End of story when it comes to that. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that showed support for my Littlewood Haven world. Not to get too deep, but that world had a lot of sentimental stuff around it, because during the time that I was making that world, I lost my mum and my dog and my home at the same time in the same year. I went through a lot of dark times, and making that world really did help me just take my mind off of a lot of it, escape a little bit, and it truly did help. So that world definitely has a lot of good memories and bad memories, but mainly good, just because it was a dedication towards my mum and my dog, and it was just something for me to do during that time. So I'll always admire that world, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that downloaded it, showed interest in it. I know it's just a Sims 3 world, it's not that deep, but to me it kind of was, because it had a lot of stuff surrounding it. I don't know if any of you have ever played The Sims for a long time, ever since you were younger. You probably have a deep attachment to it, because you've probably gone through a lot of shit in your younger years to your adult years, and it's got, you know, it's got a deep place in your heart. That sounds so soppy and stupid, but you know what I'm trying to say. You have like an attachment to it, and you got a lot of memories with it. I don't know if any of you have played any other games and you've got like a deep attachment to it, because you just remember certain parts of your childhood or your adulthood, and you just remember going through certain things, and you were playing that game at that time, and it helped take your mind off of it. Like if you were bullied at school like I was, and Sims definitely was like escapism. It truly did help me to just get through bullshit parts of life. It just helped. Video games can help. You know, it's art at the end of the day. It's something that can take your mind off of the realistic bollocks in the world. So yeah, definitely got a lot of good memories when it comes to The Sims 3. Like I said, I know it's just a game, but you know, got a lot of memories with it all. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's downloaded it, and I want to say sorry to anyone that has tried to download it recently, because I've had a few comments since I deleted my Patreon on my website asking why they can't download the world, and I had some really nice comments as well saying that it was one of their favourite worlds in The Sims 3, and that is a massive compliment. Thank you, because there are some really good worlds in The Sims 3 that are much bigger than mine and probably more detailed, but people really liked Littlewood Haven, so just want to say sorry to you guys that there's no download link. I literally deleted everything from my PC. If I can ever recover it, I will try share it with you guys again, but I literally have tried to do that and I can't get the files back. It's just what it is. So that's it. I'm leaving the videos there. I'm leaving them public just because, like I said, I've got a lot of sentimental stuff to do with that video and the world, and I put a lot of creative passion. I put a lot of effort into making it and making the video, so I want to leave it there, and I will update the description just saying that there's no download link, and I'll link this video probably in there just so people understand a little bit more. But I hope that you do understand. Don't hate me. It's just I have to break the cycle. But anyway, enough about The Sims 3. I will just talk about my channel moving forward. Obviously there's going to be no more Sims 3 content. If they made a remastered version and it was actually good and they tested it and it worked, then obviously I would jump back into it. I definitely would check that out and there would be more Sims 3 videos. But for now, well, forever probably, if they don't make a remastered version, there's going to be no more Sims 3 worlds or videos out there, just because I need to leave that in the past. Simple as that. But when it comes to other content, I am working on some stuff. I've already completed something which I'm going to need voice actors for, and that's to do with The Sims 4, because I still play The Sims 4 just mainly for machinimas and, you know, unique builds, and that's it. I don't play the game. I don't enjoy playing the game. It has no innovative gameplay at all. I've made so many videos talking about my dislike for Sims 4 and EA in general. No interest in that, but I still have some content that I want to finish and upload. I'm going to need voice actors, so I'm going to make a separate video announcing my project and saying that I need voice actors for it all. It is completed, it's done, so I just need to crack on and get all of that done. But that will be something that I will either do or not. If I don't end up uploading that, then that is what it is, but I definitely have plans to do that. And then it comes to other life simulation games, because I've got no plans on continuing to make Sims 4 content forever. I just want to make a few stuff and that's it, and move on from The Sims 4 completely as well, because The Sims 4 is definitely not the type of game that, you know, is something that I want to continue playing forever. And EA have stupidly made a decision where they're not going to make a Sims 5, and they're wanting to continue The Sims 4 forever. It's already a broken, shallow game. I don't know how they're going to continue it. Like, the expansion packs that they keep releasing are just half-arsed, and they're splitting up a lot of content from packs that used to be in The Sims 3, and they're charging full expansion pack prices for each pack that they bring out, with just like a few features that should have just been in one pack. Like, they're making a new expansion pack now, Adventure Awaits, and looks really cool. It looks really good. Like, the world looks good, and that's what I like when I see a Sims 4 pack. I am more interested in what the world looks like. Probably won't have a 64 by 64 lot because they don't add them anymore, so that'll be pointless for me. But the world looks good. It's basically Outdoor Retreat Part 2, and it's just, you know, they're just dragging out these pack ideas and rehashing a lot of them, and it's just greedy. EA are very greedy. I'll never agree with that, so I don't know how they're going to continue with The Sims 4, how it is. Like, I think people are losing interest. Like, people are going to lose interest. I hope that they do eventually. I hope people lose interest in Sims 4, because I've definitely lost interest when it comes to the gameplay side of things. Like, they'd have to bring out a creatable tool, which I hope that they do, to be totally honest with you. I hope they bring out some kind of creatable tool. Like, I don't know if it's possible in The Sims 4. They should make it work. Like, I've got ideas, and I want to make a separate video maybe talking about this, because I've obviously got a passion in creating worlds in video games, but I'll probably talk about that later. But it should be not simple to do. It'll probably be hard work to do, but there are ways that they could do it, which I want to talk about in another video. Just saying how it might be possible. Even modders are trying to make it possible, but I've still not found the perfect mod that lets you create a world in The Sims 4, so I don't know if that'll work out. But yeah, so I'm not quitting this channel. I still want to make some content. It's just not going to be Sims 3 content, unfortunately. You guys have got to understand, Sims 3 videos get no views. They get none. So I am not putting in hours and hours, and sometimes weeks or months worth of effort into these Sims 3 videos just for them to get unnoticed on YouTube. I ain't doing it. Like, no chance am I doing that. So yeah, that's why I've had to give up on the Sims 3 content. And then it comes to Paralyze, which is the other life simulation game that I'm really interested in. I was interested in Inzoi, but we'll talk about that later on. I've already shared my opinions on that, but I will get deeper on where my opinions have changed, especially with this Inzoi DLC that's coming out. But the other life sim game that I'm interested in is Paralyze, and Paralyze is made by a small indie team, which is why I'm really interested in it, to be honest, because I'm tired of these big corporations and their greed. So sick of it. I'm tired of the lack of creativity and their use of, you know, Gen AI and just the greed in general. I'm just sick of it, and how much data they want to collect from you as well. I'm really sick of that. So I am really more interested in these indie teams, like Paralyze. Like, they're making a life simulation game that pretty much is like The Sims, and it lets you create buildings, it lets you create the characters and stories and whatever else. And they're even talking about releasing a creatable tool in the future after early access, which I am highly interested in. If they do that, I would definitely make worlds for Paralyze, but we'll have to wait and see what Paralyze is going to be like. It's coming out in early access in December, I think, and we'll just have to wait and see what that game's going to be like. That could come with a load of issues, but a lot of it you can excuse when it is an indie studio, as long as the core features are there and the game runs and it works and there's not major bugs and major issues with the game, and you can tell that a lot of passion's gone into it, which I'm assuming that will be the case with Paralyze. We'll have to wait and see with that game when that comes out, but I definitely have plans to make content for that if it's good, if I enjoy it, if it's something that I want to check out, just to get creative in. So yeah, that is pretty much it when it comes to my channel update and where I'm at with The Sims 3, and I just wanted to make this video just for the people that have been asking recently, and I also wanted to make this video just to completely be done with The Sims 3 and move on from that cycle. Like I mentioned, it's the only way to do it. If I make a video saying that I've done, then I can't go back to it and can't keep going through the same cycle over and over and over again. It is just too much, especially when they don't even get views on YouTube anymore, those videos, and just people aren't as interested. People like the worlds, obviously. People are still interested in Sims 3 worlds, people that still play The Sims 3, but actually making Sims 3 content on YouTube, nobody is interested in all of that. And I've always enjoyed like just making these trailers and, you know, putting all of that stuff onto YouTube, but it's not fun anymore when they don't get any views, and that's pretty much why I need to just say goodbye to it all. And like I mentioned, I don't play the game, so it's just weird to still be attached so deeply to this game, and I'll always have fond memories of The Sims 3, and I'm always appreciative of how much it's helped me through my life. You know, like I mentioned, with a load of struggle and all of that shit. I know it's just a video game, it shouldn't be that deep, but it's definitely been the biggest game that's had the most impact on my life, and it's helped me through some tough times, and I'll always appreciate it for that. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Come back for the second part if you're interested in my Inzoi opinions. That'll be out whenever, and I'll see you then. Take care, bye bye.